Hello everyone, this is Jareth again. Today we are going to talk about the Master Protection Ritual. This is in the book Magickal Protection by Damon Brand. It is the protection ritual. It is like, once you do this, you're going to be protected from, all curses and magical attacks, but you're also going to be protected in the real world. And it will help with bad luck and random accidents and and protect you from violence. Now, it isn't to say that it's perfect. Things will still get through and stuff, but it'll definitely make these things much less likely to happen to you, especially the random accidents. And frankly, I've seen some pretty amazing things. I work in a pretty dangerous job, and since I've been doing these rituals, things have really changed. This is by far one of the most amazing rituals I've ever done as far as affecting my life and the course of my life, because it changed my luck and it changed, it set my life on a much better course, I guess is the best way to say it. And so I highly recommend everyone do this ritual. It's an amazing ritual. It is a long ritual. It is 33 days. And that can be intimidating to some people. I know it was to me. And I get bored. And especially with ritual, doing the same ritual day after day after day for over a month, it's horribly boring to me. And it begins to feel like a chore. And that's, just something that we have to deal with. And you really don't want to bring that attitude into the ritual. Regardless of how you're feeling about the ritual, when it comes time to do it, be ready to do it. Give it your full attention and all of your energy. You don't want to take a begrudging attitude into the ritual. So that's something that I personally have to struggle with on these longer rituals. How is this different from the sword banishing? Well, the sword banishing will definitely protect you from attacks and like supernatural attacks. This is a little bit bigger. I mean, obviously it's bigger, but it's a much bigger, and it makes you, it just sends a signal to the universe that, you are protected. And I noticed when I did this a boost to all of my magic as well. We haven't all been cursed. The odds of us being actually cursed are pretty low, unless you piss off, a group of occultists or whatever. But for the most part, most of us aren't cursed, but it's a lot easier to get crossed. And crossed is whenever you do something that made a spirit angry. And especially in our modern times, when people don't teach people about what can make the spirits angry, and super especially here in America, where people are very ignorant of their local spirits. I don't know very many people that take the time to really get to know the spirits that we have here in America and around your region and your town, and in the spirits around your own house. And so what might be okay with a Middle Eastern or a European spirit might not work the same with a spirit here in America. So it's a good ritual to do, so that you might have inadvertently done something to make something mad, and this will fix it and set things to right. So it's really, like I said, I just highly recommend everyone do this at least once, if not on a more regular basis. Like, I think it says like something about maybe every 3 years. I tend to do it a little bit more often than that, more like 1 year, maybe 2 times a year, just depending on what's going on in my life and stuff. Okay, so let's actually look at the ritual and how you do it. And you begin by, it's not your typical emotional alchemy process. This is a little bit different. When you begin, you're just trying to feel how you feel right now. You're just trying to feel how you're wanting to feel how you feel right now when you're performing the ritual. If you're frustrated and angry about something, then just be honest about it. If you're, exhausted and tired, again, just be honest about that feeling, and just really just, try to be in the here and now and really feel exactly what you're feeling. So then you're going to take this, the talisman, and you're going to scan your eyes over the letter shapes in the outer ring of the talisman from right to left, going anti-clockwise, the way you usually do on these gallery sigils and talismans and stuff. So you're not reading the words or the letters or whatever they are. You're just looking at them, trying to absorb them into your subconscious. And then after you finish that part, then you go down to the top of the black star, and you're going to look at each letter in the black star, again going counterclockwise. And then you're going to gaze at that central triangle. You're not trying to read it. You're just kind of gazing at the triangle. And by doing that, you are opening a gateway to these spirits, these 12 spirits. At this point, then you have a kind of a script of what you need to say. But you can't just read the script. You need to remember you're speaking to a living entity. So you actually, you don't want to just, read it dryly. You want to, you're talking to someone. So act like you're talking to someone. And speak as though you're politely commanding. You don't want to beg or pray, but you also don't want to go in with the, you will do what I say. I mean, you kind of do, but but be more polite than that. Don't be a dick about it. Okay, you're going to say the words, and then you're going to pause, and you're going to imagine what it's like to have what you're asking for. Each one of these, you're going to ask for something. Haven, you're going to ask for a power. So that's what you ask for that, and then you would pause, and you'd imagine what it was like to have magic power. And as you just do that for each one, you're going to, for Boglis, you will imagine what it feels like to be able to really express your will. And you need to take as long as it takes for you to feel that. So take as long as you need, and you'll get quicker as you get along. And one thing that happens as you do these longer, these repetitive rituals that you do day after day after day, just the act of doing it will help bring those feelings, and that you might even have like a particular image in your mind that begins to come to your mind. I remember I have this one, just an image for each of these, and it, just by remembering that, it helps me to feel that, the feeling of receiving those gifts. All right, so once you finish your list, you're going to just kind of stop and just breathe for a moment, and then kind of just sink into the feeling of knowing that you're protected. And again, it shouldn't take you very long to do this, but just that piece of knowing that you are protected and looked after. And that's the end of the ritual. It doesn't take very long, especially once you kind of get into the habit of doing it. It just rolls right along real easy. Damon makes a point of saying, don't overthink this ritual. Just, look at the talisman, say the words, and imagine that you've been granted the powers. And, just know that you've been protected, and that protection begins immediately and just increases in power over the 33 days. And that's really all there is to it. Like I said, this is a very powerful ritual, and you should, by all means, do it. And then just, throughout the year, don't stress about, having to do your protection or whatever. Just know that you're protected. And every now and then, just, think back to these, this ritual, and just know that you're protected by it. So that's it for this video. I'll be doing several videos for this book and the different rituals in this book. I don't want to put all of them into one. That would just be a really long video and make it hard to find the different rituals. So I'm just going to kind of split it up into different videos. And so I will see you on the next one. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.